Welcome along to this edition of Mac Junction. This is Mac Junction number 6. For this screencast, I'm actually going to be taking you through the process of securely backing up your hard drive, and this is using a piece of cloning software available for Mac called SUPA DUPA. There are a couple of others out there, but this is the one that I decided to use. So I'm going to fire it up, and firstly, that's your drive there. And that's the drive I wanted to go to. I'm literally going to back all the files up, cloning the drive completely. Now, one of the options that I'm going to be using is actually to repair the permissions first on the Mac, just to make sure everything is okay. And then, once I've got that all set, I can begin the backup process. So when I go to copy now, and then I go to click copy, you can see there we now start to prepare the computer. Now right away there's a check mark against the drive, so everything's okay there, but it's now going through the process of repairing the permissions. So that goes through just for a little while, and just while we wait then, as if by magic, we go then to the next section. Now you can see that the first stage is now green, so that means that's all been executed okay. And now we're in the section where, as you can see, the progress bar is just starting its little journey towards the end. So clearly we can see that it's reporting that it's copying files from the Macintosh hard drive, that's the resident hard drive, to what I call the big backup, which is my clone drive using Smart Update. What that basically does, it means that after you've done one big long-winded backup, it'll only replace those files which haven't been updated. So if you see there, it's evaluated a lot of the space so far, it's pointing out the amount of copies that have been made, files I should say. And you can see what's been evaluated up against then what's actually been copied. So it's quite small really by comparison, that's 13.4 megabytes. But that's where it is so far, and now it needs to go on to the next phase. It's now starting to come to the end of the actual backup itself, and as you can see by the progress bar, very close indeed. There's only a little bit of white gap there just to fill up with lots of lovely blue. So it's very soon what it's going to do is going to finish the entire backup. This means, as it's just done then, that it's now cloned the entire drive, and now it's literally making it bootable. So if need be, I can boot from that drive, and of course that's going to be pretty handy if the hard drive were to fail on this Mac. Hopefully not, but if it did, I've got literally a cloned copy now kept very, very safely. Now this process, when you first use it, can take quite a while because you're backing up in a sense from scratch, but using the Smart backup is really, or Smart Update I should say, backup is really, really good because it doesn't really take very long at all. Even if it does take an age, in my view, it's still worth it because there have been plenty of cases when it's got me out of trouble. Just wanted to take a little bit of time just to show you now a page on my site, the Mac Junction site. Just revamped it slightly so that you can now search for things. So if you wanted to put in there perhaps screencast, and you want to seek out some of the screencasts that I've been doing as part of the Mac Junction podcast, then please do so. So here we go, as you can see, you'll get your search results will give you pretty much this. In this instance, it's actually given us everything, but that's okay because I want you to actually go through all the content. Thank you for subscribing. I'll meet you next time at that place called Mac Junction. Take care now. Bye bye.